Imagine a creature that effortlessly gazes at the world from the height of a 6-story building. This is what male giraffes look like, with their height reaching an impressive 6.1 meters and their weight exceeding a ton. Their graceful yet powerful bodies hide a fascinating paradox. Their incredibly long neck, the symbol of the species, consists of just 7 vertebrae, the same as most mammals, including humans. This seemingly modest building material was all nature needed to create one of its most unique masterpieces. However, such colossal height comes at a price. The giraffe's heart is a truly titanic pump, pushing blood 3 meters upward to the brain. Weighing up to 12 kilograms, it generates colossal pressure, 3 times that of a human's. To prevent sudden head movements from causing a catastrophe, instant loss of consciousness, or ruptured blood vessels, nature equipped the giraffe with remarkable mechanisms. Its blood is unusually thick, and special locking valves in the jugular veins act like intelligent sluice gates, reliably protecting the brain from pressure drops. But that's not all the wonders of evolution. To reach the juiciest leaves on thorny acacia trees, the giraffe uses its unusual tool, a long, muscular, and dark tongue, measuring up to 45 centimeters. This is not just an organ of taste, but a universal manipulator that deftly wraps around branches, leaving even the most hard-to-reach shoots no chance. Thus, every part of the giraffe's body, from the top of its head to the tip of its tongue, is a perfect adaptation for life in the savanna. If nature had a fashion scene, the giraffe would strut in an exclusive coat with a unique print. The pattern of dark spots on light fur is its personal passport, as unique as a human fingerprint. This look is completed by an elegant head, almost always crowned with a pair of skin-covered horns, ossicones. However, some fashionistas can boast 2 pairs, or even a mysterious bony lump on their forehead. Expressive black eyes, framed by lush eyelashes, and short ears give its appearance a special charisma. These giants are not just decorations of the savanna, but its vigilant guardians. Thanks to their phenomenal height, giraffes have a panoramic view and can spot a fellow herd member from up to a kilometer away. Their sharp eyesight, keen hearing, and excellent sense of smell act as a high-tech security system, allowing them to detect an approaching predator well in advance. Their life at height requires special foresight. Despite their seemingly clumsy appearance and slender legs, the giraffe is a surprisingly agile athlete. It usually moves smoothly and majestically, using a distinctive pacing gait. But in case of danger, it breaks into a gallop, reaching speeds of up to 55 kilometers per hour and easily outpacing a racehorse over a short distance. Furthermore, this giant is capable of powerful jumps, clearing obstacles nearly 2 meters high. However, its anatomy has vulnerabilities. Giraffes avoid swampy ground, and even an ordinary river can become an insurmountable obstacle for them. The African continent is the only home for these majestic animals. Today, their world has shrunk to the savannas south and southeast of the Great Sahara Desert, mainly in eastern and southern regions of Africa. Yet, this was not always the case. Their silhouettes once graced even North African landscapes. The sad history of their shrinking range is directly linked to human activity. In the times of ancient Egypt, giraffes roamed the Nile Delta and the Mediterranean coast, but were completely eradicated there by humans in antiquity. This tragic trend continued into the 20th century, when their habitat experienced a new, catastrophic decline. In the modern world, protected areas have become the last bastion of survival for many populations. The largest and most stable groups of these animals now find refuge in national parks, nature reserves, and conservancies. These islands of safety have become a true ark, allowing giraffes to stride gracefully into the future. The origins of the giraffe lineage reach deep into antiquity, to the Miocene epoch, when their ancestors, having split from other deer-like artiodactyls, embarked on their unique evolutionary path. During the early Neogene period, the giraffid family experienced a true heyday, spreading across Europe, Asia, and Africa. It was an age of giants, like the powerful Helidotherium, a time when giraffids boasted incredible species diversity. However, the harsh climatic changes of the Pleistocene proved fatal for most of them, leaving only two modern descendants on the planet, the giraffe and the okapi. And while the okapi retained the appearance of an ancient ancestor, the giraffe's lineage began its experiment in neck elongation, unlocking a new source of sustenance. What was the main driver of this amazing transformation? An intriguing hypothesis, proposed by zoologist Rob Simmons, suggests that the long neck is not just a tool for foraging, but also a formidable weapon in the ritualized battles between males for the attention of females. A male with a longer and stronger neck would more often emerge victorious from such duels, gain a reproductive advantage, and pass on his genes to the next generation. Thus, sexual selection may have played a key role in shaping this unique trait. The past grandeur and diversity of ancient giraffids are a loca testified by paleontological finds. Among them are the graceful Paleotragus, which resembled the modern okapi, and true prehistoric behemoths like Civitherium, whose massive, shovel-like horns made it one of the most imposing ungulates of its time. Another important link in this evolutionary chain was Samitherium, occupying an intermediate position and vividly demonstrating how this long journey to the skies began. Giraffes are the gourmets of the savanna, their diet consisting exclusively of plant matter, and their bodies are perfectly adapted for it. Thanks to their colossal height, they graze in the top layer of the savanna, where they have almost no competitors. Their favorite delicacy is acacia leaves, which they skillfully pluck by wrapping their long, up to 45 centimeters, tongue and tough, thorn-insensitive lips around the spiky branches. Interestingly, one can even determine the animal's sex by its feeding habits. Males, striving for the juiciest leaves at the very top, often stretch to their full height, while females more modestly lower their necks, browsing on foliage at their own body level. Their unique physiology allows giraffes to go for weeks without water, obtaining necessary moisture directly from the succulent leaves. However, when at a watering hole, this giant can drink up to 38 liters in one sitting. This process becomes a risky acrobatic feat for them. To reach the water, the giraffe must splay its front legs wide apart, assuming an unstable and awkward posture. In this position, it is extremely vulnerable to predators, so it only ventures to drink with great caution and after ensuring the coast is clear. Giraffes are the true champions of insomnia among all mammals. They need only between 10 minutes and 2 hours of sleep per day, averaging less than 2 hours. They can doze both standing up or by resting their head on their own croup, curling their neck in a peculiar manner. This natural sleeping posture of a giraffe long remained a mystery to science and was first documented by the famous zoologist Bernhard Gerzimek only in the 1970s, revealing to the world one of the most touching secrets of these giants. Giraffes are individualists who may live alone or in loose, constantly changing herds. Females with offspring form larger groups, whose composition is fluid, and their social hierarchy remains a puzzle to scientists to this day. Young males form bachelor bands, and upon reaching adulthood, they embark on solitary journeys across the savanna, which can span up to 100 square kilometers. For added security, these giants often join herds of antelope or zebras, creating a multi-layered early warning system for danger. When two adult males meet, their interaction often transforms into an elegant yet powerful ritual known as necking. They stand shoulder to shoulder and swing their heads, delivering blows to each other's necks to demonstrate their strength. Unlike many other species, the loser is not driven from the group. However, during the mating season, these duels lose their ceremonial nature and can become fierce, sometimes ending with one rival being knocked unconscious. Crucially, even in the heat of battle, giraffes never use their most formidable weapon, a powerful kick from their front hooves, against their own kind, reserving it solely for predators. For a long time, giraffes were considered the silent giants of the savanna. However, this turned out to be a great misconception. They are, in fact, active communicators, but their conversations are hidden from human perception. These animals communicate using low-frequency sounds, moans and grunts below 20 Hz, which are inaudible to the human ear. Thus, a constant dialogue, full of its own passions, warnings, and perhaps even whispers, unfolds across the savanna, completely unheard by us. To the ancient world, the giraffe was a mysterious creature, a product of fantasy, a hybrid of a camel and a leopard, as reflected in its scientific name, Camelopardalus. The Greeks and Romans hunted North African populations, sometimes using them for spectacles in the Colosseum, but after the fall of Rome, the giraffe virtually vanished from European memory. It wasn't until 1486 that a lone Medici giraffe, a gift from the Egyptian Sultan, briefly astonished the Florentine court. The true giraffe mania struck in 1826 when a female named Zarafa arrived in Paris, causing a sensation and inspiring a fashion for giraffe hairstyles, dresses, and interior decor. In Africa itself, the relationship between humans and giraffes was balanced for a long time. Local tribes hunted them using pits and traps, using their hide as a status symbol and their tendons for bows and musical instruments. This hunting did not threaten the species as a whole. However, everything changed with the arrival of white settlers, for whom the giraffe was not a source of sustenance, but a target for sport. It was from this moment that the numbers of these majestic giants began to decline catastrophically. Today, giraffes have become rare animals, their existence in the wild now concentrated mainly in the reserves of East Africa, such as the Serengeti. Although the total population is estimated at 110 to 150,000 individuals, and the species is not considered on the brink of extinction, its future remains fragile. Zoos around the world play a crucial role in its conservation, where giraffes not only serve as ambassadors for their species but also successfully breed, creating a reserve population under human protection. The world of giraffes is stunning in its diversity, which is especially evident in the unique patterns of their coats. The Ugandan giraffe sports a suit of large brown patches separated by striking, wide white lines. The Maasai subspecies wears darker, almost chocolate-colored, star-like spots, while the reticulated giraffe looks as if an elegant dark net has been draped over it, with narrow, white gaps. Unfortunately, the fate of some subspecies is tragic. The first three have become extremely rare, and the Angolan giraffe was completely eradicated in the country whose name it bears. Classifying these patterns has long been a headache for scientists. Initially, subspecies were considered separate species. Then this view was revised, leading to heated debates about the boundaries between them. The situation was complicated by the fact that coat patterns can vary even within a single herd, leading some researchers to question the hereditary nature of these traits. The past holds another intriguing mystery. Some ancient Egyptian depictions show giraffes without spots, giving rise to the hypothesis of uniformly colored subspecies in North Africa, although other frescoes with spotted animals cast doubt on this theory. Despite external differences, all giraffes remain a single biological species. A key piece of evidence for this is their ability to interbreed. Hybridization between different subspecies is possible, resulting in fertile offspring with mixed patterns. This genetic exchange blurs sharp boundaries and confirms that, despite all the debates among scientists, nature sees them as one big family. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. This will greatly help the channel and allow more people to see this video.